They said I died. They said I was gay. They said Jay-Z was my dad. Celebrity sometimes comes with, like, everybody wants to be successful in a celebrity and stuff like that, but it comes with, you know, bullshit sometimes. And
okay, so we're African American. Let's not forget that. So once we go into stores and we go to Walmart and we go to Target, we don't know who's going to attack us.
And then one day, I said, what the F is wrong with you? And he was like, you know. He said, you know Will raped me. You know Diddy made me suck his penis. You know what's going on. You know Charlie made me suck. And I said, I have no idea.
Yeah, well, everything couldn't make the. It was 4 episodes.
Right.
So it was a lot. You had to pick and choose things like.
If there's one thing 50 Cent has taught all of us this year, it's that we are just not hating hard enough. Diddy definitely regrets sleeping with 50's baby mama. 50 has been on Diddy's neck for years, and it doesn't look like he's taking it off anytime soon, because word on the street is that he'll be releasing part 2 of his new Netflix documentary. This one is going to allegedly include exclusive footage of all the male celebs that got used by Diddy, and allegedly, Bryshere Gray is one of them, and he will expose everything Diddy and Will Smith allegedly did to him. Okay, so as most of y'all know, 50 Cent finally released his highly anticipated documentary about Diddy. And baby, this documentary has everyone giving their opinions. Some people are here for it, and some people also went off on 50, claiming that he only did this to get back at Diddy for sleeping with his baby mama Daphne Joy. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and talk about the motive behind the documentary because that's honestly irrelevant. The point is, this documentary gave a lot of Diddy victims, especially the men he allegedly SA'd, a chance to finally tell us what happened to them. And girl, they didn't hold back. The first man to appear in the documentary with an SA allegation was the music producer Lil Rod. Most of y'all have probably already heard of him, because prior to appearing in this documentary, he had sued Diddy for SA. And as we speak, that case is yet to go to trial. However, in the documentary, he gave us way more details about what Diddy did to him. He said Diddy invited him to Miami to produce his Love album, but when he went there, the only thing Diddy was interested in was partying and non-stop freak-offs. He said sometimes he would wake up after these parties with a woman in the bed, and sometimes it would be Diddy lying next to him on the bed, with barely any clothes on. And the worst part is, he would feel sore in his back hole. At the time, he didn't understand why he would wake up with barely any memory of what happened the previous night, and an unbearable pain in his hole. But after years of processing it, he finally realized that Diddy was allegedly him and then having his way with him when he was out of it.
There's a lot of things that happened to me I just don't even want to speak on, you know what I'm saying? Some days those girls next to me woke up, some days he was in the bed. I would wake up feeling sore, still not understanding exactly what's, you know what I'm saying, transpiring. But this is me starting to understand that I was pretty often. I tried to confide in KK, Christina, that's Puff's chief of staff. And I thought it would be more, understood if I took it to someone who's a woman.
The crazy thing is, even after all the back-to-back SA, Lil Rod still stayed with Diddy for a couple more months. Mind you, Diddy was still allegedly breaking through his back door the entire time. I'm not going to sit here and question this man, because at the end of the day, he's the victim in all this. But other people weren't so nice to him. They said he stayed because he enjoyed it and wanted the life that comes with being associated with someone like Diddy. These are not my words. This is what people are saying.
This video is not in defense of Diddy in no shape, form, or fashion. This video is in protest of bull. Speaking about this nigga Lil Rod in particular, I don't give a how much money a nigga got, how powerful he is. If I'm working with you, son, and I wake up with a sore ass, son, it's lit. If you're a heterosexual male and another man does something to you that you did not approve of, you either gotta do something about it or take that shit to the grave, son.
Now, before we even get into the other victims, a lot of people asked 50 Cent to do a part 2 of this documentary and include Bryshere Gray, because according to them, Diddy had a hand in Bryshere's decline. Now, in case you don't know, it's been rumored for a while now that Bryshere is one of Diddy's victims. This rumor was started by Jaguar Wright, and she has gone on to expose multiple receipts to prove it. So apparently, Bryshere was introduced to Diddy and Will by his then manager Charlie Mack for a mentorship. Diddy was supposed to help Bryshere Bryshere with his music career, while Will helped him with his acting career. But according to Jaguar, they were allegedly more interested in using him for freak-offs than actually mentoring him.
They're both bisexual, they do weird things in their house, and young men have left their house screaming to get away from them in their mentorship. Meek Mills, Bryshere Gray, left that house screaming. August the only one that stayed, and I guess he was really sick. He needed the help.
What's even crazier about this is that Terrence Howard, who was Bryshere's co-star on Empire, came out to seemingly confirm what Jaguar said.
You know, but when you lose your man card, that's the only thing I can think of. You lose your damn man card.
What is that? What do you mean by that?
You give up your ability, your right to being a man. A man don't take it, a man gives it. So when you give up that man card, you don't get that back.
Are you saying what I think you're saying?
No, I'm saying what I'm saying. You don't get that back. You come into this world as a man one time. You give up that right for anything, for fear of being hurt, fear of somebody doing something, for wanting to gain something. When you give up that man card right, you lose some spiritual energy that has always been pushing through. Like if a woman gives up her womanly right, but when you give up your manhood, I've never seen somebody recover from it. That was all the people that went to the puffy parties. That was all the people that did all those things thinking that there was never going to be a consequence for what they were doing. Get punked out and p***ed out by some greater desire. You shouldn't have a greater desire than being a man.
And as if things couldn't get messier, Jaguar came back again right when all this was happening and gave even more details about what Diddy and Will allegedly put Bryshere through. This time, she also dragged Bryshere's mama, Andrea Mayberry, into it, claiming that Andrea knew what was being done to her son, but allowed it to happen anyway because she was getting paid.
Yeah, I'm talking about Bryshere's mom. I'ma kick you in your pussy and then I'ma go to work North Philly style. Fuck you. And Charlie, you happy now? He's a gay porn star. Are you happy now, Andy? For a book that didn't sell? I hope that new husband of yours leaves you. And maybe it's time you tell your son why his father is really in jail, his biological father, for all of his life and what you had to do with it. You can see that bitch came to me and begged me for my help. I told her to get the away from Charlie. I did everything that I could do to get Bryshere, to help her get Bryshere out of California into Chicago State to be ready for filming. She knew she knew what Will did to him. But because of Charlie, see? And Charlie had promised her all kinds of things. And all she had to do was pretend to be a broken down single mom who worked her way up through the ghetto and raised a superstar for television, when the truth is she wasn't nothing but a drug dealer's whore. That's all she ever was. She went from dealer to drug dealer, and then she snitched on whoever she needed to snitch on until she could get to the bigger bag, until she got with Larry Lair, my friend who raised Bryshere in $1 million home. Your whole book is lies, Andy. And I hope anybody that bought it asks for a refund and demands it comes out of your pocket every time they see your son's gay porn.
Jaguar also revealed that after Cassie's lawsuit, Bryshere was also getting ready to sue Diddy by filing a $50 million lawsuit against him. But Diddy got word of it and made him drop it before it could see the light of day.
They're trying to slay him out so he'll feel too embarrassed to file his lawsuit against Diddy for what Will and Diddy did to him. With Jaden and Justin present, that tape exists.
Okay.
I really hope none of that baby oil was used on those kids. That would just be in bad taste. Baby oil on babies.
You can't say that the flavor camp was sponsored by Johnson & Johnson. You just come on. Come on.
Starting to sound that way, ain't it?
No.
All that talent, and they And she let Charlie tune that boy up on coke, knowing that he was bipolar and had ADHD. What kind of mother would do that to her son? Turn him into a prostitute so you could pretend to be something more than what you are, which is nothing more than a Philly whore. You're a whore. You're a bigger whore than they're making your son out to be, that's for sure. Because he didn't have no choice. You was down by all. I'm sorry. The Bryshere conversation for me is not easy. Because I came to Belial and I asked Belial to help me save the kids, and all he was worried about was his fucking book.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
Don't nobody
Definitely.
care about these kids. Don't nobody care about these kids.
Now, when it comes to the exact lawsuit she's talking about, people believe it is the $50 million lawsuit against Diddy and Will, which Bryshere was previously reported to be working on. This suit was revealed by a blind item, and it read, "I suspect the soon-to-step-forward male victim of sexual assault by this A-list mogul will not be the last man to do so. Sean Diddy Combs." Once all this mess resurfaced, people started going off on 50 for not including Bryshere. He has been constantly overlooked in this entire Diddy case, and it's about time someone takes him seriously. Bryshere has no business getting his back blown by other men on camera just to earn enough money, but thanks to Diddy, that's his life now. In fact, after the documentary came out, a video went viral of Bryshere crying after someone called the police to his house, claiming he was trying to self-harm. Apparently, he got triggered by the documentary and tried to do something to himself.
Let them do. If you get
Chosen
aggravated-
Wilkins
If you get aggravated, you're feeding into
made a lie
things
and
you
said
really
that
are.
I tried to hurt myself. Chosen Wilkins.
I mean, we've had multiple. My office has talked to him. He came in. I mean, for somebody that's wanting to hurt himself.
I take pictures with people every day. How am I?
I don't know if it was that. It could have been, like I said, one of the three. You could have said you threatened to hurt someone else, threatened to hurt yourself.
Anyway, going back to the documentary, 50 also brought in some of Diddy's female victims, including Aubrey O'Day from Danity Kane. Aubrey has been very vocal about her experience with Diddy way before he was exposed, so no one was surprised that she made an appearance. However, just like Lil Rod, she gave some new info in the documentary that had everyone shook. She said she read an affidavit of a witness who claimed that they walked in on Diddy allegedly saying her name while she was unconscious. Aubrey said she had no memory of this incident and honestly loves that she doesn't remember. However, the witness claims she is 100% sure it was Aubrey she saw Diddy messing with. Aubrey also exposed explicit emails that Diddy sent her when she was still under 18, saying that he wanted to get intimate with her.
There are emails with pictures of his. Here's one email. I don't want to just you, I want to turn you out. I can see you being with some motherfucker that you tell what to do. I make my woman do what I tell her to do, and she loves it. I just want and like to do things different. I'm gonna finish watching this and finish master. Think of you, happy face. If you change your mind and get ready to do what I say, hit me, happy face. God bless Diddy. God is the greatest.
Towards the end of this documentary, Aubrey O'Day starts getting very emotional, saying that she was contacted by a lawyer by somebody who was filing a lawsuit against Diddy. Now, whoever this person was that filed this lawsuit against Diddy wrote an affidavit and was claiming that they saw something back in 2005 of Aubrey O'Day being SA'd by Diddy and another person.
Diddy is a long way from redemption, and if the rumors about 50 Cent featuring Bryshere Gray in the second season of this documentary are true, then that might just be the final nail in the coffin for Diddy. As usual, people had their own thoughts, like this person who said, "This has to stop. This young man is being violated marketed right in front of our eyes and nobody is helping. Where is his mentor, Will Smith? Another person said, "This kid needs a break. These young kids get in the industry with no support, no real love, no loyalty, just all about the money. When that's gone, they are gone." Sad. I pray he gets around somebody who is going to love him and show him a different direction. But now I want to know your thoughts. What do you think about 50 Cent allegedly making a documentary about Bryshere? And do you really think Bryshere was really touched by Diddy? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. And don't forget to click here to watch this other very messy video.